And on today's episode, we will call it It's in Rare Form. I am honored to have a guest here that I've worked with in the not so distant past. I've gotten the honor to see him come up since he's been rapping at such a young age, and to the man that he is today, CEO, entrepreneur. He's just doing it all right now. I like to welcome my man, Rare. What's up?
What's good, man? What's good, Tim?
Glad to have you here on the QI podcast. How are you?
Yo, I'm doing real good, man. It's good. It's good to be on here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's
Good to have you on here.
too.
Good to have you on here. Let's dig right into it, man. Just the history of everything I've seen you come through in your lifetime, in your short lifetime, because you're still a young man. When I first heard you rap, it was on a CD that you were on with Montez Park at the time, and when I heard it, I was blown away because it was your voice that had really got me animated, and it made me think like this guy's voice is like a Chuck D, like a Tupac. It's a voice that people will remember because it's so guttural. Can you take us through the history of you being an MC as Rare Form, as now Rare, and what you were previously? Just give us a background on your come up.
Well, I started out rapping about probably like around the age 12, back around middle school days. And I started out battling. You know what I'm saying? That's how I really got my name up at first. Every day after school, or at least once a week or so, used to be deep about like Family Dollar, like 50 to 100 people. Sometimes cops would show up.
At the Family Dollar? You serious?
But it used to be lit. Yeah, we was right on top of the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, it used to be turned, man. It used to be turned. So like, from about like 6th, 7th grade, I used to be battling a lot. So like I said, that's how I got my name up. So then going into high school, me and my cousin linked up. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of leading the way a lot more. I was just bars, that was me. But he was more like into the songs. So he would hit me up like, yo, look, I got this beat, I got this hook. You know what I'm saying? So we would just make it do what it do. We came out with a mixtape. I was about like 10th grade. Handed it out all for free, a couple hundred copies. Everybody was vibing with it. So then after that, I started rapping for real. Really thought it was going to be corny to be rapping in your 20s, you know what I'm saying? So I just started focusing more on football. Played football my whole life, whole way up. So I was just focused on trying to get to school, like college at the time. So then I just fell back from it for a while, but I still kind of always had it in me though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I got to school, about my sophomore year, I kind of started making beats. It was just kind of random. I downloaded this app, started, you know what I mean, making beats, and then from there, that's when I kind of started picking back up on it again. And then I remember that's around the time when we started linking up again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we linked up one time when we was years ago when I was a young boy.
Yeah.
Me and you, Ted, did a couple tracks. I remember Dion, he was there too.
Yeah.
Was just getting back into it at about the age 20, 21. I felt like I seen a vision. It just came to me out of nowhere again, just linking up with my boys in the car, freestyling, and I just started like taking it way more serious from there, building all the way up until what it is now.
Now, by this time, we had linked up, we had formed Lost Cause. You went on to win the Hip Hop Artist Award for that year. And now you're doing your own thing. You have launched, released several mixtapes. From that, take us through that period, you're transitioning, because I remember you bringing one of your mixtapes to me, and I thought it was dope. I was blown away. I remember us having that sit down at that time and us going through it. So tell us about that, you transitioning into being a solo artist from Lost Cause and what that was like.
it definitely bred a different drive. I don't know if you hear like an echo with all. I'm getting like a slight echo back in my iPhone.
Oh no, I'm not hearing that. Hold on.
Okay, gotcha. That's kind of why I was like talking a little slow. I was trying to balance with the.
Do you have your volume up on your end?
Yeah, I got mine the whole way in and everything.
Maybe turn it down a little bit.
All right, let me see. All right. Yeah, I'm still getting like a slight echo, but it's all good though. I mean,
Oh, bad.
but
That's my bad.
yeah, but it's all good. But yeah, so transitioning to a solo artist, man, it definitely bred a different drive because when you're working as a team, you know what I'm saying, you can kind of, you know what I mean, lean on somebody a little bit more. Somebody might have some ideas to chime in, or everybody pitches in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when I had to go dolo, it was just like a fire spark, man. And then it was just like when you have to start putting your own money up towards things, and it's like you kind of start taking it way more serious, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and you really gotta do it yourself. Promote like somebody like me, man. A lot of people don't share my shit like that, for real, for real. So I gotta do a lot. It's like I'm like an octopus. I'm like a one man army. You know what I mean? I ain't had no team, not like that. These past 3 years, it's just been me. Uh, White people holding the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit been doing what it's been doing, and it'd be crazy. I'll be having to ask some of my boys sometimes to share. They do, sometimes they don't.
Right.
But it is what it is. That's what really drives me. That's why I don't even be asking niggas in my videos no more.
Now let me
I
ask
just
you.
be
That's
moving.
one of the biggest complaints that I've heard from different people that I've talked to about York and the support of artists. Do you
Mhm.
think in a large majority it's artists support each other, or is it more competitive? And for the most part, nobody really supports anybody.
Like when I look at other places like New York, like that's one of the main places. They link up a lot. You go to any other city, Cali, you know what I'm saying,
Atlanta.
Detroit. Like it's a bunch of different artists in the cities link up with each other, and that's how
Right.
you make the shit way more hot. That's how you make it pop more.
Right.
They fans get hip to you, you get hip to they fans, all of that stuff. So,
Right.
but when it come around here, it's more if you look like you really got a wave at the time, niggas want to jump all on that shit. It's
Mm-hmm.
no issue.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you kind of coming up, like for instance, I dropped like 30 something videos in the past 7 months. I'm still trying to get it. I'm still in the hood. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
for me to act the funny or turn a cold shoulder to somebody that's trying to come up, and I don't even give them an opportunity to even listen to them. It's like, who the am I? You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't make it yet. So that's how I feel like a lot of these dudes be around here. Like they feel like I guess you trying to steal their wave, or you trying to come up off their clout, whatever that means. But it's like, yo, nobody around here made it yet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like for real, nobody. So and I feel like the more people that link up, the more noise the city can make.
Agreed.
And
Agreed.
I done hit up a lot of people trying to over the years trying to link and do shit, let my shit on red. Like damn, all right. They come to these bars though, yo, I'll put them up against anybody around there. Like for real. So
Agreed.
I don't know if
Agreed.
niggas be running.
And,
Shit, I don't know what it is, but I always be down to work.
you know, it's strange because it's kind of like you said. I've been a hip hop head since I was a kid, and I remember Cruz used to battle back in the days, but it was all love with everybody, and there was a support for everybody, especially because we knew that we were sitting on something that was everybody was really trying to push out there, whether you be a DJ or an MC. And Atlanta's popping, the West Coast is popping, PA is popping, Philly's popping. I would like to see more unity out here in York. You've actually taken and expanded your business to where you're doing oils, you're doing jewelry. Can you talk to me about that for a minute?
Yeah, I was inspired about 2 years ago to start selling oils and stuff. Um, Ran into a guy, talked to him, you know what I mean, asked him what kind got you started into that, you know, he gave me his little story real quick. I was just like, yo, I thought that was dope, you know what I mean? It's like to be able to make money without having to clock in, I think is a whole nother level right there.
Right.
And I heard people say stuff before too. It's always good to have at least like 3 to 5 different incomes. So it's like I got into selling the oils, found a nice little plug with it. I can say a plug with that.
No, go ahead. I mean, shout it out. Let people know where where they can find your oils at.
Yeah, yup. I got them on the website, www.maze.com. That's
And how do you spell Maze?
ED. You can
Spell that
contact me directly on my Instagram.
Spell that again for me.
ShotByGreenlight.
Spell the Maze again for me. The website for Maze.
Got you. That'd be MAEZED.
.com. Okay.
So then, like selling oils, man, that actually taught me a lot, man. That taught me how to interact with a bunch of different people. That's what that really taught me a lot. Just posting up, or there's a corner store down by my street. I talked to the people inside. They said it was cool, so I set up shop a lot last summer. I didn't even work. You know what I mean? People come by showing the love, man. That was a blessing. You know what I mean? I paid my rent. Just selling oils and stuff, man. Posted up. But this year it's been a little stagnant just because of the virus.
Right.
People, you know what I mean, with the mask and smelling them all when they're spreading and stuff. So I just been holding off on it for right now.
Oh, we call that protecting your product.
Yeah. But if somebody hits me like directly, and they know what they want, they need something specific, you know, I could definitely swing that by. They come by, pick it up or something.
Right. So you still
being like, oh, he started, he's spreading shit.
So okay, now talk to us about your jewelry. I have several pieces. I love the bracelets you have, love your necklaces. I've even one of my necklaces my daughter fell in love with, so I let her have it. Hated to part with it, but I love my daughter, so you know I gave it to her. But I kept the pieces I love the most. I gotta be greedy. So talk to us about your jewelry.
I got into that about 8 years ago.
Okay.
I said. Now more about like 6 years ago, about 2014, and I actually saw a cousin I was in school with, and he had like, I'm like, yo, what's some stones you got on? I'm just like, man, dope. He's like Tiger's Eye. So from there, he took me to the store, and then I was like, oh snap, like these joints is ill. So I just grabbed a couple beads, came back, and it's crazy because when I look at my first necklaces compared to what they are now, it's like it's a whole nother level. But the stones, they're all natural, all 100%. There's no fake jewelry.
Okay.
They're all healing, for like the body, all kind of different stuff. You know what I mean? So,
so there's a meaning behind.
The Bible used to wear stones.
There's a meaning behind the stones and the necklaces and bracelets that you put together. There's a meaning behind everything that you do.
And somebody was to purchase when I put a description of the minerals I use, what they mean, what chakra that they might relate to, and that's something I'm starting to get into a little more now. Because like even like I was saying, like even in the Bible, like the high priest, I think it's like Aaron, he wore like the breastplate with the 12 sacred stones on them, amethyst, carnelian, I think onyx was on there and stuff. So all these stones is like every mineral out nature is we have inside our body. So when we work with these minerals, like we have like quartz crystal, LCD screen, that's liquid crystal display. We got quartz crystals in our brain, in our ear. So when we work with these stones, they definitely connect to us.
Okay, feel that. Now I also want to bring up, and forgive me for being unprepared, I have to step away from the camera to get this real quick.
Yep.
Here it is. Now you're also doing abstract art.
Yes, sir.
And I have two pieces that I could show here to the audience. These were received by me as a Christmas gift. This is one piece. I already have the spot that they're going to be hung, and it's autographed.
And all of those are on the website as well too. The oils, some jewelry, artwork.
Same
And
website.
pretty soon I'm gonna be maze.com.
This is the second piece here.
Yeah, I'm gonna start throwing some videos on there soon too.
So if you're into abstract art as I am, go check that out also when you get on his website. Let's talk about Shot by Greenlight. What gave you the idea to get into video directing and producing?
Directing, it was something I was always passionate about since a kid. Like I felt like if I was to ever make it big and something, I was like, yo, it'd always be dope to direct. Like it'd be ill to be sitting by a pool, got a laptop, writing up a script, just send it in or something like that. Like that's what I'll be dreaming about.
All right.
So so working with I mean just some people around here that little unprofessional stuff like that. That's what really inspired me to get my camera, because it's like you can't depend on a lot of people to do it. You want shit to move, you gotta do it yourself.
Right.
And I feel as though too, it's real good to be versatile. Like you can only just rap, but the more you know in this game, I feel like that's the longevity that you're gonna have too. Like a lot of it's kind of rare for artists to produce their own music, and especially produce their own videos as well too. So
true.
Since it's like cutting the middleman out, it's saving me a lot more money.
Right.
And I could just drop whenever, man. And then it's also giving me an opportunity to put on other artists in the city too.
Right.
So that's what I'm really looking forward to, man. Especially in the future, I like to take a step back. I mean, everybody comes.
I love the videos I've seen from you, and even in one of the songs you had mentioned how many videos you had actually did just this year alone. Can you just share that with our audience and tell them about that?
Yeah, 38 videos in 7 months. That's insane.
That's crazy. That's 38 videos.
My pen like it's attached to my brain.
That's insane, man. That's one crazy work ethic though. That says a lot to your work ethic.
Yo, and it's something that everybody has it in them. It's just the more you keep working and doing something, it just starts feeling like it's like automatic. It's crazy because it starts. It's like it don't even feel like work. It's like I won't want to say it's easy, but it's like, man, I really enjoy it, man.
So it comes natural for you, just as if me pulling out a record and vibing to it and knowing how I want to produce something. Just like music, it just comes natural for you. That's why you don't see it as work. It's a natural thing for you.
Yeah. Definitely, man.
Now you had a special announcement today on Facebook. I don't know if you don't mind sharing that with the audience today.
Yeah, man.
But please.
Yo, not to be a father out here, man.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Max, man. It was crazy because like I just texted my mom because it was funny because like I was at work earlier and I didn't even see her post. So I get on Facebook and I made the post, and then like 2 minutes later I see her, so I hit her up like, "Yo, great mom's thinking of like, man." It was definitely, you know what I'm saying? So I can't figure out. I can't wait to figure out what it is. You know what I'm saying, whatever, boy or girl. I'm gonna just try to teach it everything I know, man.
I know that's right.
Yoda right now.
I know that's right. Are you nervous a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit of everything right now.
So it's an emotional type. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm ready though. Definitely feel like I'm ready. I feel like it's been changing me at like my mind state. I'm like I'm more like, cause I feel like, man, I look at women way more different now. Cause like that the whole giving birth process, that make me kind of cringe a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? That's yo, like I feel like women that amount of pain to put up with is like, yo, that's a blessing, man. You know what I mean? Women get a blessing, yo.
I agree. I always felt like this, and at least in my family, women take nothing against the men. My uncles, my grandfather, you know, all the males in my family, great cooks, great leadership skills. and they're all strong men, and I respect them, I love them, and they've taught me so much. I've learned so much from them. But the women in my family also just as strong. And when it comes to giving birth, that's something that a man has no idea what that's like. When you have a woman has a monthly cycle, that's something a man knows no idea how intense that pain is, what those cramps feel like, what giving birth feels like. To me, this is what makes women the strongest creatures on this earth.
Yeah. Respect. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Hell yeah, man. I look at it way different now. For real, man.
I know having my first daughter definitely changed me and how I look at women. And it shouldn't really take that, especially our black queens. But unfortunately, that's what it took for me. And if I'm keeping it real and being honest. And I can only, hope that we're in 2020 and women are now leading the charge out there. And that men, black men, take our black queens more seriously and treat them with way more respect. There's still too much of calling women out of their names in hip hop right now, and I would really, really, love to see that die down. And even women calling themselves, a bitch, I would really like to see that stop. Call yourself a woman, call yourself a woman in charge, call yourself anything but a female dog. And I know that they've embraced that in the same way that, a black man embraces the word nigga.
Yeah.
I just never embraced it. I never embraced the N word. I've never embraced the B word. And I know that's the thing out there with your generation and the upcoming generation. I would like to see that change to something more positive, because there's women out there that are CEOs and all types of nurses and doctors and astronauts, and we just need to transition off of that now. And if we want the respect that we deserve, we need to respect ourselves as well.
Definitely, man. I agree with you 100,000%, man. For real. And then even with it's a whole bunch of other things to do out here too. Just like you said, do other things. Everybody don't have to be a rapper. Everybody have to be an athlete.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
About to bring one into the world. So I'm seeing stuff a lot different. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
when we was growing up, it was we was just focused on somebody going to the NFL, somebody going to the NBA.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like we only got 3 dreams. You know
right.
what I mean? Football, basketball, or rap star. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then even with filming and stuff, it's there's not too many black directors out here and stuff. We need black people with our own media and stuff, our own film, where they own.
We need black banks
that
as
too,
well.
man.
Black banks that can finance these projects as well. And that'll do it for this episode of the QI Podcast. I would like to thank our special guest, Rare Form, aka Khalil Thompson, aka Rare. I'm your host, DJ 10th Power. Hit us up for any questions and comments at therealqipodcast@gmail.com, or you can hit us at Instagram or Twitter at the QI Podcast. Until next time, where we will have another special guest, Sandra Thompson of the York County NAACP, I say, peace.